Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something that's going to help so many of you out there. How to improve your aim in Battlefield 6. This isn't going to be one of those generic watch your sensitivity or change your controls tutorials. This is more about how I personally improved my aim, what actually worked for me, and how I went from missing half my shots to being able to confidently win most gunfights in this game. I've been a massive fan of the Battlefield series for years. Battlefield 3 and 4 were my absolute favourites. Those games had a rhythm to the gunplay that just clicked, but I'll be honest, Battlefield 6 feels different. There's something about the shooting mechanics here, especially with fully automatic assault rifles and LMGs that feel more alive, heavy and more unpredictable. The guns have real weight and character to them. I think a lot of people, including myself when I first jumped in, made the mistake of treating Battlefield like Call of Duty or Fortnite or something fast paced. You expect these tight laser beam, accurate guns, minimal recoil, instant kills, but Battlefield just doesn't work that way. Here, the recoil actually matters. You can't just hold down the trigger and hope for the best. Well, you can, but you'll lose most mid-range fights. The game rewards players who respect their weapon's recoil pattern and learns to control their fire. And that's honestly the biggest improvement I made, controlling my fire. So what really helped me was changing how I fired my weapon. If a target's at medium to long range, I almost never go full auto anymore. It will be burst fire, short, controlled bursts of maybe 3 to 5 bullets, sometimes even just single fire tapping if the target is far enough away. When you burst fire, your weapon stays steady, the recoil's manageable, and you'll find that your shots start landing way more consistently. It's not as flashy as spraying someone down, but trust me, it is so effective. And yeah, if a target is right up in your face, of course, that's when you go full auto, spray and hope for the best. But that's the beauty of Battlefield. It forces you to think. You can't just hold the trigger and pray. You've got to adjust to every situation. Another thing that really helped me improve was just slowing down my fights. I used to rush everything, probably because I played so much Call of Duty and Warzone and Rebirth Island. I had that fast twitch mindset where every engagement was about speed, but Battlefield is all about patience and positioning. Instead of sprinting into every fight, I started holding angles, pre-aiming and choosing when to shoot. Pretty much all the things that Call of Duty players hate. I found that taking that half second to line up my shot instead of panic firing made a huge difference. And when you combine that with controlled bursts, you start feeling in control of your fights instead of just reacting to them. Now, I know everyone says just practice more, which yeah, I guess is true, but what you practice matters. The modes I used to get better aim weren't necessarily conquest or large scale modes. They were the faster paced ones like Team Deathmatch. Team Deathmatch lets you respawn quickly and jump straight into fights. It's perfect for repetition and muscle memory, and the maps are still kind of big anyway. It's not like they're super tiny and small, like there is still enough range and distance for long to medium range kills. You get constant action, which means more gunfights and more chances to practice recoil control and target tracking. After I got comfortable there, I'd jump into Breakthrough, which is my favourite game mode at the minute. Breakthrough is great because you've got a defined front line, one team attacking, the other defending. If you're defending, you can post up in a good position and pick people off as they push, which is amazing for practicing burst firing and recoil control at range. Something that makes Battlefield unique is suppression and supportive fire. Even if you're not hitting every shot, just firing near enemies can apply suppression. It shakes their aim, throws them off and creates space for your team. Remember, Battlefield is a team game. Working together actually helps and progresses the games forward. So don't underestimate suppressive fire, especially with LMGs. I started using LMGs more for aerial denial and team support, and that mindset shift really helped. Battlefield rewards tactical play. You're not just fighting for kills, you're helping your team control the map. Honestly, the hardest part for me wasn't learning recoil, it was unlearning habits from other shooters. If you're coming from Call of Duty or Apex or Fortnite, you probably develop this instinct to just spam fire or jump shoot and slide around everywhere. In Battlefield 6, that kind of playstyle usually gets punished. You need to stay grounded, stay composed and fire in rhythm. There's been so many times where I've bounced around a corner or slid around a corner and A team of 10 are just lined up, posted, absolutely gunning me down. I do not stand a chance. There is no way I'm taking out all 10 of them. Once I disconnected from those old COD habits and started approaching Battlefield more tactically and thought out, my aim improved massively. Honestly, take your time when playing this game, enjoy the slowness of it, and you will see improvement, trust me. So there are a few small things that actually helped me too. I'm not going to get too much into it, but sensitivity, I did lower mine slightly. Not too much, but just enough to help with recoil control. I've never really played on high sensitivity, so I like it slow and controlled. I also shifted the field of view a little bit. I personally play on 105. I feel a wider field of view helps you track targets better in close range, but find what's comfortable for closer and far away targets. Crosshair placement is also big for me. I play games like Rust, so you really need to be hitting your shots on that. Keep your crosshair at head or upper chest level. Get into that rhythm and practice doing that, so when someone peeks, your aim's already on them, and remember to single fire or burst fire. And finally, muscle memory. Don't overthink it. Once you practice enough, your hands will naturally adjust for recoil without you consciously doing it. Obviously, every gun you use is going to be different, so you might have to get used to it as you play, but it'll get there. At the end of the day, everyone's got their own method of improving aim. Some people go into training servers, others spend hours tweaking settings, literally down to the T. There are so many settings on this game, but I haven't really messed with them. I'm just more getting into the games and experimenting with what works for me. But talking of me, what really made the difference was slowing down completely, controlling my fire, and respecting Battlefield's gunplay. This isn't a game that rewards chaos, it rewards control. The more you learn to adapt to the recoil, use burst fire, and take your time, the more consistent you'll become. So yeah, that's how I personally improved my aim in Battlefield 6. Try some of these tips out and let me know what worked for you in the comments, and if you found this helpful at all, drop a like and subscribe. I've got more Battlefield content on the way. I love this game so much. I've been spending so much time with my friends just blasting around, having a great time. It's genuinely brought back my love for gaming. Thanks for watching everyone, and be careful if you're flying helicopters in Battlefield because I will be taking you out. I've blown up every single one of their helicopters. Oh, and I got another one. Oh my
I've just seen that.